G'day guys, and welcome back to another fun-filled, I'm losing my voice, I've got a chest infection, but another fun-filled fishing vlog. We are on the way into Southport right now. We're heading to Southport and we're going to go unload our last 8 days catch. We're hoping it to be about the 1400 kilo mark, and then we're turning around straight away, putting an extra bag of groceries on, and we're going straight back out in the sea. And we're going to film the rest of this trip. The goal is another 1500 kilos, 1600 depending, and then that's us done for the quota season. This boat has some other things that needs doing to it, so we'll get that stuff ready for the next following trip. And yeah, that's about it. Lockie's getting all the lines ready, the ropes, the fenders, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, looking forward to kicking these fish off. The price is really good at the moment. It's the highest price we have received in probably 4 years, so we're looking really forward to actually being able to afford to get something fixed on the boat that it's you know, been needing to be fixed. So I think the last vlog talked about things that were getting done. We got new sat compasses put on the roof, we had some metal work done up there, a new genset exhaust was put in, the bathrooms had new stainless pipe work put in, there's no more rust in there. Other odds and ends will be fixed and all that. It never ends, it's a boat, it never ends. So anyway, let's get into Southport. Right, here's a slight bonus clip. We're currently 7 days in to the trip, and we've had some pretty good weather. I can't complain, it's been pretty good. However, currently, for the third time this trip, we have a high and a low pressure system moving in, and therefore we're getting a lot of thunder and lightning. Big lightning just then out the back. Whether you see it or not, I don't know. I'm going to stick the GoPro outside, see if we can capture some of it. I had to wait an extra hour and a half for the gear to come up. The tide's running really hard. There's been a full moon. The fish have been like this. It's been good, been bad, been good, been bad. 2 floats up, so we're going to get stuck into this gear. Lockie saw lightning hit the water back up behind us, so I've turned the radios off, but we're just going to start working. That clapping, you know they're good size when you can hear it. It's just got like a solid smack. It's like if I smack him over the head really hard, it's like that. Where if I like treat him nicely and pat him on the back, it's not, you know, that's a little fish. And then when you really smack him, it's when they sound real good.
Been bloody battling them offshore. Find out the even grab them in yet.
Now this is also the first time you'll see we have a live tank. So the guys from Real Game Boats and Trailers knocked us up a live tank. Come around this side. What's that? How many on? A lot of these are 1.1, 1.2, so still going. Alright, the GoPro cut out real quick, but that's 18 lobsters, let's just call it 900 odd grams average, which it probably was a bit more. In today's market, we've also had a market boost, which is good. It means we're actually making money now, we're not just breaking even. So the last vlog series up in Flinders, it was just a shit show. You know, we fished, we worked hard, we had a lot of fun, and we just didn't make a single dollar. Then we've had repairs to do to the boat, which I'll get into that a bit later in this vlog. However, that was 18, about 16 to 18 kilos. You're talking, that's nearly a $1,200 pot. Just that pot alone is about $1,200. You know, they don't all come up like that. Only just before we had a blank. So it just got the right spot. It hit a little bit of bottom. It hit something along the lines of that. That's all it needed. And beautiful. It's probably not been hit in a long time. I've marked it in. I know where it is. I'll probably come back next year and put one pot on it, sort of thing. So happy with that. Happy with that. And now it's just sort of gone, and we're left with just a bit of wind, bit of rain. Not too bad. First load of fish is going to Muir's. chest infection, couldn't speak much, couldn't do much, and holding a camera and trying to talk to it wasn't an option really. What do we have? We had that thunderstorm, lightning, unloaded, and now we're here ready to
slather on some sunscreen on your big
The good
ears.
sunscreen, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Get this sunscreen because they're massive. Wing nuts. My ears hurt, so we're lathering them up and I'm going to have white ears for the rest of the shot.
We're going to stick the camera out there. We're currently about 12 mile offshore. We're just trying to get about, I don't know, 1,000 to sort of 1,500 brindles, and then we'll go inshore and finish off on the reds. That's the plan. If we're catching the brindles out here really quick, then we probably just stay out here if we're getting bigger ones. Anyway, enough talking. We'll get straight into the fishing.
My ears what?
And
Is they what? They
I don't
look...
know, but I don't know why you can't hear me all the time. They're massive.
Huh?
Yeah.
Pick up UHF.
So we did hit our target of 1,500 kilos for the unload, which is perfect. So it was 8 days, 1,500 kilos. Hopefully we can do 8 days, another 1,500. That's 3 ton done and dusted. We're going home. I've got a little one sort of on the way, so I'd like to get home and get the house organised. So I've got things to do at home. I've got the other business to be running. Lockie's got places to be, and the boat's got to get ready because I think my father's coming down and doing a trip, another research trip like you might have seen a while ago on different vlogs. But anyway, we're on the Morris, we're out wide offshore, and we're going to try and get some bigger lobsters today. That's the plan. They're all on 65 fathom lines, so we've joined our 50s and our 15 fathom lines, and we're hopefully going to try and find some bigger fish. I should also probably mention we had been fishing again since the unload for, I think I did at the start anyway. My brain's still fuzzled from being unwell. We've got about 500 fish on already for the first 2 days. We're hoping to see similar numbers. However, I've tried to get less in the number category and more in the weight category with this shot in particular to try and find out whether or not we can actually get some bigger fish here, because the market is quite high on the bigger fish, over 1 kilo. 1 kilo is not a very big fish, but that's just what the market's asking for, 1 to 1.5, and then anything over 1.5 kilo is quite good price, like very, very good price, like $85, $90 for us or something like that. So anyway, let's start pulling some gear. Me talk less, will be sweet. Pot number 1, I'll also mention, because these are 65 fathom lines, we hole at about 1 fathom a second, so it's about 65 seconds to hole a pot. So I won't show the pot being holed because I can tell you it is boring. There's not much to look at, so we'll try and just show the pots that go on there. Can't remember if I have mentioned or haven't mentioned. I'll mention them again anyway. We now have a live tank. We used to put the pots on a little stand and bins underneath them, but then put the fish into the bins. However, now we have a live tank that is being circulated by the decos, which we run off the main motor, and that just circulates water into the tank. So we can fit about 230 lobsters in that tank, about 170 to 180 kilo. It's been working a treat. It's always really nice when we fill it up, and we've been doing that frequently, which has been really nice. So anyway, let's get the camera out there.
First pot. Nice puppies. Wow. Four. Five. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, he's got me. He got me. Or do I have him? I have him. We are 9. Where's Ted? I want Ted. Where is Ted? Where are you? You? 10! 11! Aussie. I better go grab all that pot. Pot number 2. Definitely not as good as pot number 1. Little babies. Might still get a couple of, we'll see how we go. 1. That's 2. Just a 2, I think. Oh, where's that pot? Male 112. Male 109. Female 82. Male 113. Male 107. Male 100. Male 104. Male 93. Male 113. Male 84. Female 87. Male 99. Male 111. Male 109. Male 110. Male 113. Male 117. Male 96. Oh, this is a big one. Look at that big one. It's big. Monster. And even though it's a male, it's actually a female. It's just immature. Hasn't got its big flaps yet. Immature female, 64. See, that's a mature female. Female 70. Male 102. Big one to end it off. Male 135. Camera was not rolling. Oh, I'm getting bloody eaten by cray right now. Camera wasn't rolling. This cray is still eating me. It's not eating me. This cray was on the outside of the pot. I grabbed him. His size. But there was also someone else in the pot. Ah, come out. Big sloppy Ockie. Oh. He is coming with us. Right, so as I was trying to say before this pot came up, the Bryce has made a little bit of a boo-boo. And he allowed for too much tide. Basically meaning he waits a certain amount of time after he sees the spot he wants to put the pot, so then the pot can sort of like drift down into the hole instead of going straight down, or drift down a little bit. So like the past, alright, 4 or 5 pots fell like nothing in them. This one's got fish in it though. But it's understandable that he has made that mistake because we've had a lot of tide. We've just had a big full moon, and yeah, the tides are slackened really quick, which is, I don't know, I wouldn't say abnormal, but it doesn't happen this quick usually. But this one's size, so we'll take him. And hopefully the rest of the pots have landed in the spots that we want them to land. Come on, give me another one. 2, 3. 4. 5. 'I think that's it. 5. Number. Oh, that's lucky. 1. Hey, get in there. Get in there. In this pot, that looks a bit small. It's cool, we get a few size out of him though. Undersized, but if that was sized, because it's missing 3 legs in a row, we throw that back. Eight lobbies, next potsy. Pot number 12, you guessed it. Wow. And number 12 to 12. I'd say. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. I even got more though. 13. 14. There we go, size return. Would be 15, but it's going to go back. Oh, I'll give us an actual 15. Here we go. 15. Oh, it's 16. Small. Maybe just female will go. No. ones here are size ones in this spot, not many undersized, which is nice. That gives my elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, anyway. Nice.
Right, we're on pot number 17, I think. So we're in about 60 fathoms, so we're getting a bit more albino looking lobsters. This rock here, the pot's here somewhere as I came up on it. So I'm fingers crossed this pot should look reasonably good. It could be blank, or it could look bloody good. So we'll find out in a second. It's a long time to wait per pot, 65 seconds, compared to sometimes, you know, you shoot 15 fathom lines and it's up in 3 seconds. Inside the wheelhouse, we've had we've got 3 pots left for 26, so we're on 23. We've had 9 blank pots out of 26. The reason they're blank, and then you get 17s and 9s, 10s, 15s, is I've been missing the bottom. I will say normally I'm very good at getting the pot to land on the bottom at, you know, 50 fathom, 55, 60 fathom, but something weird's obviously going on. It does happen where you've got the tide and then you've got the current and everything, and there's like an undertow, and sometimes your pots somehow just land exactly where you shoot them, which when you shoot your pot you tend to take into account the tide, so you allow like an extra 100 meters for the pot to go back down to where you want it to go. I allowed about 30 meters, so all these pots are landing about 30 meters away from where I needed them to. So any that are landing where I want them to are really good pots. So big stuff up on my end. As an example, so these pots here, blank. So blank, blank, blank. So I press the circle where I want it, and then I press the horn when I want the pot to go in the water. So I was shooting the pots a little bit earlier, hoping that they'll land where I wanted it, because the tide was running this way. But no, didn't work. Alright, last pot for the first half. I think we got a blank, a 4, and then whatever this one is. And then we're going to shoot this half back in so we can go and claim our night bottom area. And then we'll come back down here, pull the other half and move this gear up a bit towards our deep sea anchor where we tie up to at night time out here. Yeah, so we'll do some more updates later. I'll go over some things we've done to the boat and whatever else I can think of. That it's been a long time since we've held a camera, since we've vlogged anything. It has been 3 months, 3 months I think, maybe longer. Oop, there's the last pot. Couple, might get 2 or 3 maybe. That's about it. So right, we'll go shoot these in. I won't bother showing that because I need to focus and get this gear in, and then yeah, we'll pull this second half, fingers crossed, because I did shoot this second half on, I would probably refer to it as better bottom. The rocks are what I would probably call thicker, better, not so little, that sort of thing. I don't know if I was filming me just then or over here, but yeah, that's the plan anyway. So we'll come back in a minute. Alright, we shot that first half in, and then we pulled another like 14, shot them back in, and now we've just got the last sort of 10, 11 to go. So I'll take the camera out. The wind's picked up. Turns out the wind's staying up overnight as well. We thought it was calming down, but I didn't check the weather all day because this morning it all looked sweet, but it's just going to be windy and sloppy all night until tomorrow.
But it's okay because we're getting lobbo.
Nice.
A bunch of these ones. Look at that. For comparison to the measure.
Now let's just say that the Morris dragged. I tried to reset it without having to pull it. It just kept sort of dragging, and then we went over a nice big bit of bottom. I went, sweet, it should grab on that, and it just hopped and skipped straight over it. And I went, stuff that. It grabbed onto something only small. We threw it back in the water, and we just steamed an hour and a half all the way back in to the...
You wouldn't even know it's bloody horrible out there.
Like, yeah, it was sloppy, shitty. I don't know how much the GoPro caught because the battery was dying and I couldn't be bothered going outside to change it. So if that footage was shown, then there you go, it was very wet. It was only small wind slop. It's just sloppy. It's not rough. It's just a pain in the ass when it's from the east or northeast sort of thing. But we're back in a place called Pine Log at the Friars, bottom of Bruny Island. So we love fishing around here. Get some nice big red dogs, big red ones. Red like him sort of thing.
Oh.
Red, extra red.
It's like wind and salt burn.
So beautiful evening. Another little boat behind us here. So yeah, we've got a couple of these octopus. So we're going to chuck 2 or 3 octopus here down. So put them in bags and we'll chuck them in the freezer. Bait's out. Yeah. Box of Cuda. Just a measly 20 kilos. Good thing ball bag here makes it look like it's nothing. Some call him just the sack. From all the way to New Zealand. Let's talk about that dog. This is like round dog, right? This is a big dog, little dog. So we got Cuda, mackerel, 20 kilo boxes. 25. Yeah, you'd be surprised when you're like a couple metres down in the freezer. That extra 5 kilos becomes very hard to lift out or bring down. So we've got the mackerel. So that'll be tomorrow's beautiful bait. And Lockie's going to have an hour and a half to bait up the bait savers in the morning. All the time in the world. So on that note, I guess we will go inside. We've had dinner. We've done odds and ends while we were steaming. I'll show you what we had for dinner quickly in one quick take. So you come down into the galley, come down here. Good, turn that off, turn that on, leave that on. We had a 1 pot lasagna, so it's basically spaghetti bolognese without spaghetti, just lasagna sheets on top, wait for them to cook, bit of cheese. It's a 1 pot lasagna. It works a treat. But when we were steaming, as you can see, it was yeah, it was going like this, but we managed to get it done. I probably could have chosen something better than that, but anyway, we'll see you guys in the morning, and hopefully we get 100. That'll be nice. 150 even better, but yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of rest because we're both tired, because we are what, 9 days in or something like that. So no, longer than that, 10 days in.
Oh, yeah.
10 days into this trip. So, and you're watching day 10 onwards basically. See you in the morning.
Bye bye.